Alright, welcome back to Tony's Board Life. Today we are going to be playing a little JU7 Stuka Ace by Lock and Load Publishing. And I've already done a video playthrough. This was a while back, and I had made a few mistakes. So I've of course I've started over and everything like that. But what I wanted to do is I'm going to jump into my next mission, per se, or my next theater. So basically, first of all, here's how I did on the first one. So I did Poland. I had 4 missions. I failed that one. So I had 4 missions. I failed one of them. I crashed on the takeoff. Just unluckily on that one. So I crashed on the takeoff on that one. I ended up with 8 victory points because one of them I had 2 sorties, and I've made a note here. So first I had was a bridge, and I destroyed it. It's got 2 victory points. Then field fortifications. That one has 2 sorties on it, and I destroyed the first one, so that's 2. And then I rolled for a secondary target and destroyed the second one, which is also 2 victory points. And then I also, for my third mission, I had a gun emplacement. I destroyed it, so it was 2 points. So I have 8 victory points. Now, can't upgrade until I hit 10 victory points, and I can't buy any skills until I hit 10. Now, I do believe there are, let me see here. So there are some cards I could add in here. These are the victory points you need to add them. So in that case, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. What I want to get, particularly the skill I want to get, is the let's see, it's the one that works with, I think it's cold blood or quick reflexes. Yeah, so it's quick reflexes. By the way, I've been punching this out as I play because you don't have to do anything with it. So my first one was 1939 Poland. I am in the Stuka Group 2. So my next mission, my next campaign theater is going to be France 1940. So these are the missions that I could get. I decided to go with kind of jumping in with the next mission because the first one helps you learn the game a little bit, and it works out pretty well with that. So I already had drawn, because what you do is you take this, and then you pull an action card, so that's what these are, and you would add the AP. I did that. I ended up with a 1. By the way, we're going to shuffle these real quick because you need to get 5 cards to start off each mission. I did take a light wound, but he was fine on my gunner the last time, so we're good to go there. I'm still a lieutenant on this, so I'm just a wingman. So, all right. So we've got this. So I'm going to shuffle these up because I will need to pull 5 of these eventually. And so what I'm going to do is I keep this stack going until it tells me to recycle, even if I've had other or reshuffle, not recycle. Even if I've used them on previous missions, I just keep it going that way. So the first thing you need to do is you need to figure out what mission you're at. So I'm going to draw a card, and I'm going to look for the 12-sider. So here's the card. So in this case, the 12-sider is a 6. So 6. So then we look at 4 to 6, and we're doing mission 2. Mission 2 is field fortifications again, has 2 sorties. So if I just damage this one, then I can go back and try to destroy it. If I destroy it, I pull another one. I have to pull 2 approach cards, which we'll see, 2 return to bases, enemy presence on a 6+, their strength is a 0, so we'll put that there. My support fighters are also on a 0 as well. And then, let's see here. I need to do searching cards. So what it is we have a target reach card right here, and then I have a stack of searching, and some of them, one of them doesn't have any, and some of these are enemy contact possibilities, formation possibilities, AA defense, so you gotta do a flak and stay in formation. So what happens is once you get to the target, you have to search for it with these objectives cards. So you mix up the searching, okay, and then, okay, so we've mixed up, so I'll just do this. I don't want to know what this is, so I'm going to take this, I'm going to put that right there, and then I have my target reached, I'm going to put it right here, and then I'm gonna keep doing this until I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. It's the best way to describe it. On this, so we're gonna keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay. All right, there we go. So I don't know. So when we get to that point, we get there. Okay. Now I have to look at the weather, so I have to pull another card. In this case, and we'll just do it this way. It is a D6 for the D6 table. So we pull another card at the bottom. It is 1. 1 to 4 is altitude 1. And so if you notice, it says altitude 1 right here. So this is a card we're going to use. And I'm already going to put myself, this is great because it's clear. So I'm going to put myself on high altitude. I can't do any guns, but that's okay. By the way, we had, what was it? Field fortifications because it's mission 2. Okay, so I've learned to keep these in their target's number. I've learned to keep them in order. And you just go through until you find the field fortifications right here. So the victory points right now, I don't worry about this because I'm not part of a formation. So if you damage it, you get 1 point. If you destroy it, you get 2 points. And I'll show that. Hopefully I can show that. And this isn't a end. Matter of fact, if it is an end, I'll just re-record it as if it never happened. So, okay. So, and I've added these cards into this one. So like I said, until I pull the reshuffle, I don't like to do that. I don't like to shuffle them up. Now, I do get 5 of these cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so not bad. A 1, a 2, a 1, and a 1. Now, this is nice right here. So I'll save this one for the pull-up because this is going to add 2 to my die roll or the card draw. So I add 2, and pulling up is important. So we're going to go here. Bomb release is a 3. That's to see if we get a hit. That's a good one. I might want to keep that one on that. And then we'll see what happens. So these are all strafe and evade. Hopefully we won't have an issue with that. Now, so you can use it for the AP, which will affect any die roll. You can use it for this one right here, or you can do this one at any time. So if I feel like I need to draw a card, I can. I also have stamina here, and I have 5 stamina. So after I pull a card and I've done all the calculations, if I want to pull a random card from here, I can spend 1 of my stamina. There are also issues to see what it is for that. Okay, so now that we've done that, now we're going to go ahead. I'm going to start pulling up, where are my player aids here? Here we go. So we've got the flight deck, we've got the objective, I got my player sheet, I got my aircraft. By this way, this is the aircraft that is assigned with this for this one. So I'm SG2. So I've done France 39. So now I'm a France, or Poland 39. Now I'm a France 40. And so I've got my B1, my Berta here. And there's a limit on that. Now, let's take a look at the field fortifications here. So I get a +1 to the hit if I use a 500, or if I use 3 or more, I can get a +1. Now, I can't use, so if you notice here, I have 2 50s, and a 500 and a 250. And this is 2 50-pound bombs, 2 50-pound bombs. Now, I can't even use the 50s on these because the 50 is not listed here. I can use a 250, but I'd only get 1, and so it really doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to load the 500-pounder, and if I do 500-pounder, I can't do anything else. So we're going to go ahead and do that and make sure everything is set here. Okay, there we go. So I'll get a +1 to hit on this one. I won't get this one because I can't drop. Like if I could hold 3 250s, which later models can actually do stuff like that. So there we go. My AA is 1, so I do have to roll for AA, but there are no modifiers, and we'll see that here in a minute. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the takeoff. So we're going to draw a flight card deck for the mission start. So we pull one of these cards. Oh, mission start. High morale. Oh, this is nice. Start the mission with an additional. Oh, that's really nice. Cool. So I get an additional. So I'll just pull this one here. I get an additional stamina here, which is awesome. So now I have 6 stamina, so I could be a little bit more useful with that. Okay, so then now what I got to do is I got to do the takeoff. So it's not that one. You have to pardon me because I'm still learning. Okay, so takeoff. So this is 1 to 11, and then a 12. So if I get a 12, oh yeah, check 4 plus. So this basically, you're just going to check this. So we're going to flip this over. I got a 10. A 10 is 1 to 10, so nothing. So no problem with the takeoff. All right. So then I have approach. Now, how many approach cards? This is where this comes in. So I have to pull 2 approach cards. So I'm going to pull 2 of the flight cards, one at a time, and they will be approach, and I have to read what's in the approach. So I pull this one. Okay, so approach, opportunity target. Oh, we can have an opportunity target if we want to. I've only got 1 bomb, so I am not going to. So I'm not going to do the opportunity target. And then, because those you can, because it's opportunity target. So, and then the second one, not good. AA defense. So execute 1 flak. Okay, so now we do the flak. Altitude. Well, we don't have any issues with flak or visibility, and we pull a D6. 1 and 2 is nothing. 3 would be nothing for us because we don't have formations. 4 or 5 and 6 is not one we want to do that. Or 6 would be. Well, so let's go ahead and flip and see what we got. We've got a 1. 1 is nothing, so we had flak just burst around us. Okay, I've hit the approach now. Now I'm done with the approach. As you'll see, these missions go pretty quickly. So then we have to target. So now we pull one of these objectives cards, and if it's target reach, nope, searching, but I have no effect. So no big deal on that one. And then this one is target reached. Okay, now we've done the target reach, so now we need to do the bombing. So first of all, we need to select the release type. Let's see here. Where's that? It's on the back of one of these. Yeah, here we go. So release high. So if I do a base, I get a +1 to pull up. But remember now, I have this pull up 2 right here. So with that, I am going to go with the near, so I get +1 to my release and -1 to my pull-up, but this +2 right here will negate it as well. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do first. So I'm going to go from the near. Next, we're going to execute dive action. So dive action right here. Now this is not much. It's a 4 plus, and we'll see what happens. Okay. So I got a 2. Now, if I wanted to, I could spend that to do this, but I'll just take the -2 to release. So what I'm going to do is I have these nice markers here that have +1 and -1 to bomb release. So I've got 2. So I'm going to go ahead and put, to remind myself, I have 2 there. That's all that really is. AA fire. So again, another D6 check. That is a 6. Another -1 to my release, which is not good. Okay, so now I'm at -3 to my release. But then I don't have to worry about the AA damage because it was 6. So I don't have to worry about that. So bomb release. Okay, so this is where this works out because I have a -3. So I'm going to play this one right here, which will negate all that. Okay, so let's see. We'll just I'll just put it right here for so you guys can see it. So it's -3. So I need a 4 plus. So what do we got here? 5. So I got a hit. That's awesome. So success is a hit because I played that +3 there. Now, what type of hit? So if you notice, it's 4 to 5, target destroyed, 6 plus, or target damage, 6 plus is target destroyed. What I'm going to do is I have 3 cards here. I'm just going to play one of them right now. Just to make sure I don't have anything that helps. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to play this one right now for my hit. So that's going to give me a 1. Just put that right there. And I'm going to pull this up. So I want at least a 4 to 5, if not a 6. And I get a 6. Awesome. +1 is a 7. Oh, this is going to go here. A 7 on a hit is target destroyed. So this target is destroyed. Now I have to do 2 sorties with this one. So what will happen is, I'll get to that. But I'm going to go off of the secondary targets here. So I'll land and do some other stuff and then go for the secondary targets. Okay, so I destroyed it. Great. I'm going to get the victory point for that. So that's pretty sweet. Now, what I'm going to do is now I have to get home. Oh, no, I have to do the pull-up. Ah, totally forgot. So the pull-up, I have a -1 for the pull-up. And then for 1 each AA point. Well, there's 0 AA points, so that's nothing there. So I get a +2 -1, so I have a +1 right now. So we're going to play that one. You get a +1, 5, 4 check is great, so we're good. So we pulled up okay. So that, see, if I wouldn't have played this one, I would have had a -1. That would have been a 3. That would have been a failure, or I could have used one of these, or I could then pull a stamina to draw a card, and hopefully there are a few zeros in there, so that doesn't work. Okay, now that we've done the, I think I understand this now. Sorry, just the way the ads are. Okay, so now we do the return to base, and in this module or this mission, we have to pull 2 return to base. So we look at the same part of the card at the bottom. Return to base, navigation check, +4 or lose stamina. Not too worried about the stamina now, so here we go. 5, it's okay. So that's the first one. And now I got to do a second one. Ooh, enemy contact. Okay, so now what we do is we look here. If I get a 6+ on the enemy contact, I will we'll have an enemy contact. We get a 5, so no enemy, so there is no enemy contact. Okay, so then we land, and then that's that. So that's pretty cool. But if we refuel, so draw 2 action cards. So we're refueled, we've landed. So by the way, we'll take these and put these in here. We've landed, we get 2 more of these cards, which are great. See, there's that 0, that's not gonna help me. And oh, that'll be 2, that'll help. And it also, if I have an event on my takeoff, that hurts me. And I can't go above this. I can't go above 5 because of the other one. I don't have any repairs, and so basically now, because I had multiple sorties, I need to go again, and at this time I'm going to draw off of this. So we'll keep this here just in case, so we can show we did that one. Just we may need it again. So we're going to pull a 12. We get a 4. Trucks. Okay, so this is going to be different. So the trucks is right on the top here. So I can use 50s, and if I use the large ones, it's a -1. And if I do 3+, I get a +1. So I'm definitely going to be throwing some 50s on this thing. This one is, yep, so it's 500. So basically, I can drop, and you drop everything. So it's not like, so a big deal. So there's that one. But what you can do, though, is like if you got an opportunity target, you could drop some. Okay, so max is 500, so that's 50, 100, 50, 200. Yeah, so then I can throw a 250 on here, which I'm going to in the center here, just in case we get an opportunity target again. Last time I didn't have an opportunity target, so I couldn't do it. Okay, oh, so the trucks. No AA at all, so I don't have to do any of the AA, which is cool. And so, by the way, this will get me 2 victory points. This one could also get me 2 victory points if I destroy it. So. Okay, let's check the weather again. So we need to check the weather. 4, same one, so we're going to keep the high. Okay, well, things are going good for this mission. All right, no, so then we go back to it. So we go back to the beginning with the takeoff. So we got to check the flight card. There is no event, so we're good there. Now we need to do the takeoff check. 9, so we're safe there. And then we do the approach. Now with this one, oh, it's still 2 approaches. So, oh, by the way, these are discarded, so we'll move those out of the way so you guys don't get confused. And this one right here, let's just put this over here. I've been lucky so far, by the way, guys, just so you know. The first couple missions, oh, I forgot to set this up. So let's do this again. So that's the target reached. I forgot to redo this real quick. So we will shuffle these. Okay, and so this one is the objective, which I don't know, or the searching. So let me take these 2. So everything else stays the same. So like the fighter support, the enemy fighter support, that all stays the same. You don't need to change that. But these you had to change. Okay, so we've taken off. So now we need to do the first approach. Forming up. Planes must be placed back in formation. 4 check. Okay. 4 plus check. I'm just gonna go do that. 6, so he's safe. We're getting close to the bottom down here. So, okay. Second approach card, nothing. So we're clear here. So that's nice. All right. So now we do the target. So I don't have that. I don't have the pull-up modifier, and so all I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do the base. Okay. So I'm going to do the base on that one. Okay, so the base is +1 to pull up. Okay, so I've done base. So now we will do the dive action. So I think for the dive action, I'm going to play one of these +1s here for the dive action. So we're going to play one of the... Oh, these are not here yet. Yet. +1 for the dive action. So here we go. So this is when I have to reshuffle, but it does say draw next card, then reshuffle. So 3 + 1 is 4. A 4 on is a success. So I don't get the -2 on the release. So then we're going to go ahead. I'm going to pause while I do this, and so that way you guys don't have to watch me shuffle. All right, so I shuffled them. So just real quick so you can see that. Then we'll cut. And then we will go forward. So we were on the dive. So AA, I don't have to because there's no AA here. Bomb release. I think, yeah, let's go ahead. We'll put this one for the bomb release. So there'll be +1, and then we've got the 3 + 1 is 4. That was really good. I did that, so that was a hit. So that's good. Okay, so it's a hit. So now, yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to go with the 2. This could be bad for me, but I want to get the hit. So we're going to go 2 + 4 is a 6. So that is a target destroyed. So this one is also destroyed, which is great. We're going to put target destroyed on here. Now we got to do the pull-up. So I do get +1 for the pull-up here. So 2 + 1 is 3. No! I did not. Let's spend a stamina. So I have 3, so we're going to spend a stamina. And, oh, I draw one of these. That's right, I draw one of these. It's a 2. Okay, whew. That would have been nice. But that's a 2. So we're okay. So that was, because it was 2 + 1 is a 3 plus, that's a 5. So we're okay. So I used my stamina on that one appropriately. All right. So pull-up is done. Great. We had target destroyed. So that works out really awesome. Now, we have to do the home. Now that we did that, so we need to return to base. So here we go. Return to base. Navigation check. Okay, so it has to be 4+. That's a 5. I've been pretty lucky with this one. I'm good at drawing cards, not rolling dice, guys. And then we pull the second one. And there's nothing, so we are successful. So we have actually now taken out the field fortifications and the trucks. So we destroyed both of those. Now, how do you figure out the points, the victory points? So this is where I had made the mistake last time. So we look here. So I'm not in a formation, so there is no formation. I did I destroyed 2 of them, so that would give me 2 victory points. Now, if you look, once we get if we get like a destroyed and we get full VP +1, so this would be 3, 3. So this would end up being +1, so 3, 3. So this would be 7 victory points for the whole, which is pretty cool. So if we did a damage, and by the way, when we get to it, when I get promoted, which I get promoted now, so the next mission, I'll be up, I'll get promoted. So we'll see how that goes. So we have this one, we were successful, so I'm going to go ahead and mark it. And I'm going to get victory points. It's going to be 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will now give me 12 victory points total, because I had 8 before, now I have 4. So I have 12. So let's go ahead and take a look at promotions and stuff like that. All right. So if we look here, so I was lieutenant, so I'm 0. So now I'm at 10. So I am a kettle leader now, or kettle leader. So I've got 10. So what this does is now this, and I had him on here. So this is now my new one. So we will have to do a formation attack and figure out what happened here with the formation, and it varies on efficiency and you know what formation it is and things like that. So you can go back and forth, and that'll adjust this to tell you what you get. And so you could get less victory points, things like that. And as we go through, they're going to get harder and harder. I'm also going to go ahead and use the quick pull, get the quick pull. Now, looking in the rules, if we look through this here, it tells you in parentheses how many. So the quick pull, the quick release, quick reflexes is what I want. It's going to be 10 victory points. Now, I go ahead and I spend those 10 victory points. So this had 8. So now, as of right now, I only have 2 available right now because I spent 10 to get that. So, where is that? Quick reflexes. Here we go. So we will put the skill. I'm going to need it to put it someplace where I can see it. I'm going to put it up here so to remind me of that. So there we go. So this was the first mission. I have to do 5 missions. I am 4 done, which is good. So, or I'm 1 done, so I have 4 more to go. Oh yeah, let's put this JU87B1. And so, like I said, right now I'm up to 4 victory points for this one. So I've got a total of 12. My next rank is going to be 25. And as you can see, if the formation does not help me and they get damaged, all I can get is half of VPs. They do round up. So like a 3, if I destroyed it, I'd get half VPs. But if the formation only damages the target, that's where that comes in. Now, if you notice, there's a 1/3. That is actually, the 1 is a damage. So if I damage but do not destroy it. So there we go. And actually for the 2 hits, I forgot to add the +1 here. So yeah, I forgot to add the +1, so I would have hit no problem. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Look for mission 2 coming up soon. Oh, you know what? I forgot to I forgot to do this part, but no issues. I forgot to do that. Oh well. It won't matter because of the searching, and then it says there was no effect on that one. So my bad on that one. I get so excited with these games. I'll try to make sure I put a note in it. All right. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.